My punk ass cat chewed off a piece of my plant last night while I was asleep. As much as I don't want to admit it, she is training me how to treat her. And I knew it was finna be a problem last night when she didn't have any food in her bowl. Because it's like, I looked at her, and it's like 10:30 at night. You're not finna get no food. You're not finna get no food. I gave her some catnip, and this is what she did. Look what she did to my weight bench. And I knew it was dumb of me to put the catnip up here. Look what she did. She's retarded. Back in the wintertime, before I knew that you were supposed to give cats extra food in the winter because they eat more because they're cold, they're trying to keep warm. Okay, fine. She was chewing on plastic. She was chewing on the trash bags and like throwing it up, and there was plastic in her poop. So I started clocking her because, I mean, I need to know what the hell's going on with my cat, and I figured out when she's hungry, she goes and chews on stuff like that. So I already knew it was fitting to be smoked, but it was like the principle. You don't eat at 10:30 at night. You get the same amount of food every single day. So you overate today. You overate. You know that you're supposed to make your food last the whole day. She had a whole bowl. She actually eats more than the average cat. So what the hell? I wake up, dead body on the floor. She done got into my plant. So somebody came in my comments yesterday thinking they were finna argue with me about spirituality. Look here. They made a comment about the pictures on my wall. That's better. So they thought they were about to argue with me about spirituality. First of all, I don't argue, especially not about things that I'm still learning about or anything at all. Most of the things that we discuss are just theories. We're all down here doing the best we can, trying to figure out what the truth is. So they were commenting about the pictures on my wall. I have Sekhmet, Osset, Bastet, and most of them are colored or they're represented as birds or other animals. Dogs, like Anubis is a dog. But I have, there's maybe one or two. All right, so I have a picture of Bastet and Hathor where they are fairer skinned. And then, who is that? Who's up there? Somebody else up there where they don't have dark skin. And this person was super pissed about that, talking about whitewashing, this and that and that. Look here, listen. I was like, these are energies, okay? They're expressed as energies. All these cultures from across the world have their own names and physical representations of the same energies. Well, that answer wasn't good enough for them because they're like, no, these are living beings. And it's like, bro, these motherfuckers are like 10,000 years old. They're not alive anymore. The body dies. Energy doesn't die. So like I said, they're energies being expressed at different periods of time. They're energies. But I didn't feel like explaining all of that because you're grown. You can do your own research. And plus, you're entitled to your own beliefs. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't. Are you a good person? Do you do the work that you need to do to break, what do they call? Do you do the work that you need to do on a daily basis to get rid of those behavioral patterns that we keep passing on to our children? Generational curses, which is just, y'all ain't do no shadow work. Y'all didn't do no work on yourselves. Y'all didn't take the time to change things that you keep passing on to your kids and your kids, like managing money not well, using drugs, or not communicating well, or being violent, or just not being pious, or whatever issue your family has. Shadow work is just working on yourself. Okay, taking self-inventory, looking at what needs to change and changing it. Acquiring new skill sets, whatever. Everything else is really just finding out who you are. I feel like that we are all God trying to remember itself. Pretty much. Having different experiences. God expressed in every way possible. And that we're here to evolve and to get back to what they call the Godhead. That's what I believe. You can believe what you want to believe. And I'm still seeking truth. I'm still learning about history. Where did we come from? Who are these people? So yes, I do believe that at one time, some of these deities were beings and became ascended masters and passed on and elevated. And yeah, I do believe that. But I don't really think Thoth is still walking around. Like, you know how old that man is? And maybe. But I feel like we're missing the point. I feel like we're missing the point. The point is what they represent, like my aunt. Whether she's represented as having thick hair or straight hair, which I've never seen my aunt with straight hair. I'm just making a point. She represents balance and so many other things. But like, that's what matters. Us balancing our masculine and feminine and being good and just going with the flow and trying to build our lives better and making society better and just being better individuals. Like, that's the point. It's like, how spiritual are you if you are in my comments yelling and screaming at me, anger texting? Like, bro, first of all, calm down, calm down. We having conversations. We all are on a quest for knowledge. I don't like when people get to this point in evolution and think they have all the answers. Like, bro, we at the same point in evolution. How you got all the answers? I ain't got all the answers. We all got a little piece of the truth. That's why we need to have conversations so we can see from different perspectives. Don't be in my comments with that bullshit. It's been so cold in Maryland. It's raining again today. So I guess I won't be able to hang out with Raja because we have an agreement to stay away from each other when the sun isn't out because we act weird towards each other. My turtle's giving me the side eye because I accidentally uncovered him. I'm sorry. I forgot you were under there. Jeez. I've got this little desk that I can put on my bed, and it's been so cold. And I haven't wanted to turn my heater on because I think there's something wrong with my heater, and I don't want to start an electrical fire. So, I've been under my heating pad, and so I've been working from my bed, and I had just incorporated a couple weeks ago moving my chair from my work desk and standing 6 to 7 hours a day. So I had just gotten used to doing that, and then the weather turned, and now I've been working from my bed for the past 2 or 3 days. And so now I don't feel as active and fit as I've been. I'm doing my little stretching. My joints are tight from this rain. I'd like to get a neck massager, that eye massager. Also massages the side of my head, and it feels so good. And I have nerve damage here from a car accident, and then I have bilateral carpal tunnel, and I got a carpal tunnel release. And then like 2 days out of surgery, I fell in some water and busted my hand open and never went back to physical therapy. Hi, birdie. Not my turtle. There's a bird that just came on my ledge and looked at me. I love birds. So I have a lot of nerve damage up here. And because of like energy transfer and stuff like that, I don't want to go to... What kind of bird? That is a huge bird. The rain seems to bring out all manner of birds in this town. So I don't want anybody to touch me. Point blank period. I don't know these people. So instead of getting a professional massage, which is what I actually need, I'm going to try to find some sort of like neck massager. And not one of them massagers that double as a different type of massager. I'm talking about something I can like a neck pillow, but a massager. I'm like, type stuff. You feel me? I've actually done some painting. I did this, which is gonna be a whale type figure. Painted him. I actually mixed this myself. These, I don't use paints right out of the container. I mix my own. And this is glow in the dark paint. And then, have you guys seen this yet? I don't know. And then I started working on my turtle, and this is also glow in the dark paint. So I think I'm going to work on the shell later. I'm going to make a really, really dark brown. And then I'm going to have to start working on Raja's bird. Yep. Cannot believe how into painting I've gotten. Like, I have to paint. I feel like that mural is a metaphor for my life and how it was so chaotic. And now I'm slowly restoring order to it every day. So I try to paint every day to like represent my growth every day, but it does not happen. I paint every couple days, or I'll paint every day for a couple days and then not paint for like a week and then go back and paint. Whatever. As long as I'm being productive every day, I don't care. I'm like, I hope you don't take anything I say personally or like get offended, because first of all, I really do just say how I feel. Like, don't pay me no mind. And it's just like, when I say things, I'm telling you from my perspective. I'm not saying you should do these things or that's how I feel about you. I'm saying this is how I feel about myself, like what I'm about to say. I had to leave this job that I was at when I felt like a bum. I got tired of feeling like a bum. How you got a job and you still feel like a bum? I felt like a bum because it was 1 o'clock in the morning and I was gluing boxes. Me. Like, girl, you have all of these skills and you have your teenagers at home by themselves. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and you are hot gluing somebody's good old boxes. I was like, And I had just gotten my car at that time. And so I stopped working there and started doing Instacart. And I was so scared to make that transition because I didn't know if I was going to make enough money to pay my bills, none of that. And I'm so glad I took that leap of faith. It was the same thing I had to do when I left the Coca-Cola plant to work for myself full time. And it's like, I don't get any money off my YouTube channel. We living off of benefits from my ex-husband dying. So it's like, but this gives me the space to build something that will be profitable later. You feel me? And the talents and the gifts that I'm developing now will, pay off later. I've never felt more rich, and I don't have a job to first. So I'm glad that I took that leap of faith, and I'm glad that I'm finding better things to do with my time because I felt like a bum. I wasn't being productive. Going to work was basically all I did. I wasn't really doing anything else. I wasn't raising my kids, and that's what really bothered me. My kids started acting up. And it didn't help that I worked in a factory of all men. I was the only female that worked there. The secretary was female, and then there was a counter. She used to count the boxes before they went onto the truck. But she quit after she tried to give me the evil eye. But that's okay. She quit. Didn't nobody tell her to quit. We could have been cool. I thought we were cool, but clearly we weren't because she was trying to give me migraines on our lunch break for no reason. So, she's gone. Rest in peace to her. But yeah, Judah's in there, and he's got his whole vibe going. I feel like I'm in his brain sometimes when he cooks because the type of music that he's listening to and the way he moves his body around, I feel like I can see the images he has in his head, and I feel like I understand his dreams, and I want to help him reach them. I don't mean to peek into people's heads, but it's like being able to take into account everything I know about them and other factors like their facial expression, how they move their body, the way they tilt their head, the way their eyes dart. I don't know. I can just decipher. It's more of a deciphering what they have going on. I don't know. In another life, I could have worked for the CIA. Judah gave me a muffin. This is the new neck massager I'm going to get.
I want to be on life path number 3. I'm about to do Judah.
We're looking up our life path numbers. I don't know what I'm doing for food today, and I really don't care either. I don't care. I'm sitting here watching Jess and Jay. They have almost 1,000 subscribers. They're pretty new. They've only been on here for a couple months, but they have a whole TikTok. So they grew their channel super fast, but they're homeless, and I'm watching them because I can relate to being homeless. Not really that hungry today. This is like 4 potatoes, the yellow potatoes skinned and diced, and I put some sea salt in here, like a lot of sea salt, so that by the time these are done and I mash them up and add my seasonings, I won't have to add any salt. When they're done, I'm gonna add some coconut milk. This is my butter replacement. I'm gonna do some smoked paprika and just like dill weed, parsley, maybe some pepper, and then that's it. I'm gonna hold you. I've single-handedly eaten that entire bag of potatoes. It's like 4 left. All I've been eating this week is potatoes. When I have a craving, I know that my body is lacking that nutrient, so that's what I'm going to eat. And so tomorrow, we have... Hold on, let me turn Sean Davy way off. So, now we said so at the same time. So tomorrow is where I make my video, your eat one color for a day, and you have to wear the color for a day. I'm doing it with like 7 other creators, but it was Sweet Life of Queen that came up with it, and I'm so glad that she let me participate. So of course, you know, I had to pick black, and I'm really excited about it. I have these black fettuccine noodles, and I have black ramen, and I have something else, black rice, forbidden black rice. So I'm gonna make all of that tomorrow, and I'm so excited about it. I did all my research, and I know exactly how I'm gonna make everything. I'm gonna make garlic. Oh man, I forgot to put garlic in my potatoes. That's okay. I like to chop up some garlic and put it in there, but I'll just put some ground garlic in there. So I'm gonna do you remember when I made that mushroom gravy? I'm gonna make a mushroom gravy and toss it with the fettuccine noodles. I've been waiting for this mushroom gravy for 2 weeks. I'm so excited to make it. I'm craving noodles right now. And that's why I don't even want to really eat today, because I want to save my appetite for tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to it. And I have these vegan chocolate chip cookies. No, they're not chocolate chip cookies. They're like chocolate chip cookie muffins. Judah don't call them that, but I call them that because that's what it gives. The top look like a chocolate chip cookie, and it's this muffin. It's a vegan muffin with vegan chocolate chips in it, and it is so good. So we have those for dessert. I bought them from him. They're $15 for a dozen, and it is worth it. It's so worth it. And then for the ramen, I'm going to saute green peppers and onions, maybe tomatoes and some oil. And I've got like oyster sauce and some other type of sauce. I think it's hoisin sauce and soy sauce. So I'm going to make like a stir fry with that and give it to Raja. And then I'm going to make the beans, not beans. I'm going to make the black forbidden rice. And yeah, you can eat rice with anything. So we're trying to just, I'm not going to do anything special with the rice. So I'm really, really excited about it. But tomorrow, after I've already shot the video, we just going to make burritos out of it. But I can only eat black for that day, which is fine because I usually have one meal. And I'll have like some fruit before I eat that meal and like a snack later. I like fruit in the morning, nuts in the evening for my snack. And then I have a meal like I'll make tomato sandwiches or like I had that taco bowl. I ate off that taco bowl all day because I pushed my fast between 4 and 5. So once you fasted all morning and you drinking your tea and stuff like that, by the time it come time to eat, you full. Like, you full off a couple bites. Like, you straight. So that intermittent fasting has really done me a great justice. Like, it's done my body good. And on days that I don't follow it, I feel sluggish and tired and without clarity. So as long as I stick to my regimens and my routines, it's all good over here. I'm looking forward to eating. Hungry. And I have not forgotten our weight loss journey. We still going to take this lose our fupa journey. But right now is not the right time for me to start that. I think I need a few days. Because I needed to take one change at a time. I'm currently still working on my evening routine. That's very new for me. I just got that eye massager, which I ended up using when I woke up too. I use it before I go to bed and when I wake up. And it's been only 2 days. So let me get it a couple days into this. Like, I've got my single releasing on the 24th. I've got another project that I'm in the middle of. It's like, let me wrap one thing up before I hop into another one. Because this is going to be a whole change to my schedule. I have to find out when I'm going to work out. I've already chosen the people I'm going to work out with. And what videos we're going to use and stuff like that. So I've already done that. And I'm also finishing up Fire's homeschool because her portfolio is due next week. So I've got a lot of stuff going on. This is not really the time to start incorporating a new exercise regime. But I'm warming up to it. It takes me a little while to integrate new things into my life. It takes me usually about 2 weeks and sometimes 2 days for smaller changes and then 2 weeks for bigger changes. It just, I need time to process and to adapt. And I know that about myself and I don't beat myself up about it. That's just what it is. I mean, if you an apple, you an apple. You can't be an orange. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shit for watching T-Pages, but he is so funny. He reminds me of my oldest son, Joshua.
In the corner market.
He's a freaking mess. And I like his name, Storm. I really don't watch him that much anymore. Because, like, I don't want to be messy. I really don't.
Like
but it's like,
oversized
I don't have no old
Thanksgiving
aunties or no little
turkey
cousins to
that
overhear them talk and say
hood.
funny things. But on my journey to, like, evolving into a better person, I know I'm finna have to stop watching T-Pages. It's like, I'm studying to show myself approved. That came up in my studying. And I do want God's approval. So that means I'm really going to have to walk all the way in this. And it's a transition. And I'm still, with one foot in the world, I guess, as they say. But I'm slowly coming out of that. I'm turning into this. So I'm not going to wake up and automatically be a saint. And I don't know that I would want to. Like, I like my shadow side. And I feel like I live in hell, so I need to be in touch with my shadow side. But I'm coming out of that. I'm coming out of those dimensions of thought. And I'm walking into a whole new version of myself that does not entertain those kind of things. But again, this is a process. And I'm slowly turning away from the old things that used to distract me. And I'm starting to be hyper-focused strictly on my future. Now, even my brain, when my brain tries to take me back to an old place, I'm like, nah, we're going to focus on the future. And it's not even like I'm trying to avoid it. It's just like driving past a car accident. I don't need to be all rubbernecking looking at what's going on. Like, nah, we just going to keep it moving. Like, I know my past is behind me, but we don't need to keep carrying it with us. I need to leave my past in the past and, like, bury those memories and just, like, let it lie. Rest in peace to y'all. But I have to be focused on my future. I can't keep looking at my past, bro. Like, I'm just looking at where I want to be. I'm looking at what I want to be, who I want to be, while still being grounded in the present, which is a gift. The present is a gift. And acknowledging that and just really being in it. And really being in it. I don't know how Jesus did it, because I be wanting to smack people because I feel like they deserve it. Like, some people are so disrespectful that you just kind of just want to smack them so they understand. But it's like, nah, yo, we can't just go around smacking people because they say things we don't like. That's not, we can't be animals. And it's like, yo, I like reverting to my animal nature. But then it's like, do you really? Do you really? Yeah, actually, I really do. But we going to evolve and, you know, not go backwards. At least that's the goal. I don't want to keep being reincarnated here. I don't want to be reincarnated at all. I would like to get out of the reincarnation loop. Who want to keep being on repeat? That's what I'm trying to learn. All my lessons now. I don't want any new karma. You feel me? I don't want to acquire any new bad karma. I'm going to watch Silver Eye Rise. She does really good readings. Shout out to Brittany, the Cosmic Intuitive Wifey, and Empress Lillian, and Queen Cup. I love y'all. This is my mash before I mash it. So good.
The pressure could like suppress you. It's like the pressure is trying to suppress you so that you don't go through this breakthrough. And it's really an inner battle. Of course, there's other people projecting onto you for this to happen. They're already
studying Saturn again. I did not remember that Saturn is Capricorn's ruling planet. I gotta tell Fire that because she's a Capricorn. My readers read me down bad, talking about something you need some Moulin leaf. Moulin leaf. And what just got stolen that I ordered from Amazon the other day? Moulin leaf. Going to tell me I need a detox. What was I buying the Moulin leaf for? To detox. To detox my system. What I buy that cilantro for? To detox the metals out of my system. Started putting it in my food. Then she going to tell me I need to go to the doctors because I'm anemic. I am whole ass taking vitamins because I have a vitamin deficiency. And she was like, you need to go to the doctors. What did I say the other day? I really do need to go to the doctors. And I even told my therapist that I was going to do it. I'm sorry. If something come across my table 3 times, that's my number. I told y'all that's my number. Red flag. So, oh. And she's talking about something, nourish your body at this time, tend your garden, which to me is my hair. And I've been actually taking more time to use the oils that I make in my shea butter, coconut, whipped butter, and massaging it into my hair and doing all the things that I did when I was younger to get my hair to grow so much longer. Have you guys heard of amla oil? Make sure that you get it. There's like only 2 companies that I found that had legitimate non-toxic amla oil, and it was not on Amazon, but they are sold out, and I would have to dig through a lot of my records to find out what the name of it is, but it's amla oil, AMLA. So I'm going to go ahead and call the doctor tomorrow. I'm writing it down. Once I write it down, it's definitely going to happen. So I will make that appointment and I will follow through with it. This is the season of doing everything that I've been avoiding. Just all across the board. I'm going to do it all. And I will even... Oh, but I'm not getting that nerve conduction study done. That's why I draw the line. I've already had a nerve conduction study done. I got it done over 10 years ago, and my nerves still hurt. That's what I'm not going to do. But I will do everything else. I'll even go let them take my blood, even though I have a whole thing against that. I don't like going to hospitals. I don't like giving them my blood, my plasma, nothing. I don't appreciate them behind the scenes testing on my things. But whatever. I'm in the Matrix. I'm finna play the game because I ain't finna stay here for much longer. I love you. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.